Here we go. It's the mic. Oh, let's stop that. Little false start there. All right, here we go. Now for real. It's the Mike Tech Show, show number 825. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Mike Smith. Thank you very much for downloading and subscribing to the show. Please visit the main website at miketechshow.com. You can email me suggestions and questions for any show topic at miketechshow@gmail.com. Don't forget to visit the YouTube page, youtube.com/MichaelSmithMTS. Please click subscribe. That's where I post the videos for every show. This show is brought to you by Instant House Call. Remotely support your customers. If you are an IT pro or MSP, this is the robust remote support that you need for unattended and on-demand remote access. Try it free by clicking on the link on my website on the left-hand side, and make sure that when you fill out the information for the free 15-day trial, use the promo code MikeTechShow. If you don't click that link, just go to instanthousecall.com. Great remote software. You will be glad that I sent you. This show is also brought to you by MagnusBox for the best online backup service for your clients. They are only sell to partners in the channel. You can try out all of the same features that all paying partners are using right now. Try it out for free. Kick the tires. See how you like it. It works across all platforms. They back up Office 365. They're HIPAA compliant. Every employee goes through HIPAA training. And for listeners of this podcast, mention the Mike Tech Show and you'll receive free white labeling for your company, and you'll get an additional 50% off the platform fee for your first 3 months. Give it a try. Mention that you heard it here on the Mike Tech Show. Go to magnusbox.com. All right. Got a great show lined up for tonight. Going to first, happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody, the 5th of May. And if you join me in the post show, I will definitely have a margarita. So very cool. Oh, you know what? Here, a photo ray in the chat. Discord membership is up to, we have 120 members on our Discord forums. If you go to miketechshow.com, in the show notes for every show, there's a link to take you directly to the Mike Tech Show Discord channel. Sign up. Go to the, you're brought to a default forum to introduce yourself. We want to make sure you're not a robot before we promote you so you can post in all the forums and all the channels. So make sure you sign up. We got great stuff going on over there, and that is for Discord. Tonight, going to talk about the best free VPNs for Windows. Then 2 articles on, and we're going to spend a few minutes on that. And 2 emails, and one on ditching Evernote that a listener wrote me, and I got a link. My scam on that I fell for the cheap SSD drive. You know, someone sent me a link, and I just, had to, I just got to mention this. It's an article literally addressing that scam. And I have a couple other links, and I just realized right now, hold on, going to pause. If you're looking live, if you're watching live or watching the video, where did the links go? Hold on. I have 2 more links for tonight's show. And I'm trying to I don't know where they went. So give me a second here. Ah. Oh, okay. Got them. They're just not in my notes. All right. Okay, and I have two more links. How to find a Wi-Fi password, and as long as you've connected to it at one time, but maybe you forgot the Wi-Fi password, and then a website that very cool that I came across called myabandonware.com, where you can literally download any game from 1978 to 2010. So going to take a look at that. All right. So let's begin with a PC World article that I get PC World digitally for my like the Kindle, and I have the Kindle app on my iPad. And what I really enjoy is some of the tips, and I pass them on. The only other digital subscription is Maximum PC. So let's take a look. I'm sharing my monitor right now, and this article, the link will be in the show notes for PC World, the best free VPNs. And it's very funny. Their first one. Now, what is a VPN? And one of the things you want is when you're connecting to the internet, you want to make sure you have a encrypted connection. If you are outside of your private network, you're outside of work, you're outside of your house, you are at a Starbucks, you're at a hotel, and you're using a public Wi-Fi. Well, there's VPN services that you can use that will basically give you that private connection. It's funny, for best free overall, there is a free version of Proton VPN, but they also have a $96 version. And I think it's funny when their first statement, when it comes to Windows and free VPNs, you can't beat Proton VPN. The free version only allows one device connection at a time. That's probably what you already want to know. But here's the thing. If it's free, how are they making money? What is their pricing? What is their business model to keep them in business? So you definitely have to ask yourself anytime it's free. But take a look at Proton VPN, Windscribe, if you have multiple devices, and you only get 10 gig worth of data per month. So they keep track of that. Hide.me, that's another one. And what to look for and how to test, they go over all of the things. One of the things that I'm concerned with is speed. And with VPNs, once you add another encrypted layer that you're going to go through, one of the problems is that it's going to slow you down. And I know that was one of my complaints with the Malwarebytes VPN. It was so incredibly slow, I couldn't recommend it to anybody. I was like, this is crazy. I mean, it was painful slow. And I have an incredibly fast computer. So you got to test it out. And like anything else, hey, if it's free, But here's what I recommend. And I do this all the time. OpenVPN with your Synology. That's right. Anybody that has a Synology, you can turn on the OpenVPN. I've done shows talking about it. You can have your OpenVPN client on your Mac, on your Windows machine. And when I'm at a hotel, I make sure I'm going through the VPN to do any surfing or any kind of work. And therefore, it's encrypted, it's private, it's fast. I love it. Here's the thing, though, and I wanted to make sure that everybody understands what split tunneling is. And this is when you connect to a VPN. Do you want to force all of the traffic across the VPN? Now, if I'm at a hotel, absolutely. But when I'm at my office here, no. I have a VPN connection between my office in Florida and my office in Pennsylvania. So I'm not going to do all of my web traffic going through Pennsylvania, through that VPN tunnel. No. So I have split tunneling turned on down here. I want to split the tunnel. If you turn it off, I think I got this right, I don't think I reversed it, then what you do is you force all of the traffic across the VPN. So the advantages of using split tunneling is that it alleviates bottlenecks and conserves bandwidth, as internet traffic does not have to pass through the VPN server. Another advantage is in the case where a user works at a supplier or partner site and needs to access the network resources on both networks throughout the day. Split tunneling prevents the user from having to continually connect and disconnect. And that's something that I always look, should you turn it on or not? And that's usually in the file where, do you want to force everything through that gateway or not? And there's an option in the text file of the configuration file for OpenVPN. And if you Google any of that, you're going to find that information. And certainly when you download the client, there's a README for OpenVPN. But the services that I mentioned back here on the PC world, everything's going to go through that service and be encrypted. And the question is, can you trust that service? And if it's free, can you really trust it? That's why if you can build your own and go through it, that's my recommendation. So I wanted to make sure to cover not only the VPNs, but I think one of the most important decisions that you got to make, and that is, do you want to split the tunnel or not? And that's what they mean by split tunneling. So hope that helps everybody. And now what I'm going to do is, I still have a couple websites that I'm going to go over, and I want to go right to some email here. And this is from Larry, longtime listener. Hey, Mike, your favorite magazine, PC Mag? Interesting. I never mentioned PC Mag. So my favorite magazine is Maximum PC. So has an article about ditching Evernote. I know you said you didn't want to ditch it, but we're just looking for alternatives. So he sent a link, and I am going to make sure that it is in the show notes, and it's ditching Evernote. Here are your top alternatives. Imagine taking all your clothes out of your closet and trying to rearrange them into your kitchen cupboards. That's how it feels when you get used to a productivity app and you then switch to an alternative. The new space isn't bad, it's just different. So if you're an Evernote user, you might go through a similar adjustment period. You know, I keep talking about leaving Evernote, but I never leave them. But I hate their updates. Every time they update, I keep complaining. So let's see what happens. So they have Making the Leap and other options. One of them is Microsoft OneNote. I don't like OneNote, and I'm not going to go to that. And they talk about the migration. But here's one I just talked about last week, Joplin. It's a free open source note-taking app that uses a lot of the same structure as Evernote in terms of how you can group and organize notes and notebooks. It's reasonably user-friendly, and you have the option of bringing your own storage and syncing or paying for Joplin Cloud, starting at €1.99 per month for a gig of storage. I need more than a gig of storage, and I absolutely have to sync. So I think across all my devices with Evernote, I think I pay $80 a year. And I gladly pay that because I sync with my iPad, my iPhone, multiple computers. I think at one point between my Macs, my Windows machines, and my devices, I sync across 19 devices. Yes. I have 19 devices that I got to worry about. So this is an interesting article because they have the pros, the cons, and the migration and a conclusion. Another one, Zoho Notebook. And let's see, they got Bear. Never heard of Bear, I don't think. And then Notion. And what's another one here? Laverna. Okay. And Google Keep. I really don't see Google Keep as a viable alternative to Evernote. Then why, if they say that first, why did they list it here? Okay. If they don't see it as a viable alternative. Simple Note, it's too simple for me. And similar to Google Keep, I did play with Simple Note. Anyway, I want to thank Larry for sending me that. So now, about the scam. This is a good email from Scott. Hey, Mike. You might have already received other feedback on this, but in case you didn't, you should know that the 16 terabyte SSD you purchased is a scam. These drives are usually low-performance USB flash drives or SD cards with hacked firmware to trick the operating system into thinking the drive is much larger than it actually is. Once you fill up the actual capacity of the drive, it will either slow down to near zero speeds and or start overwriting the other data you have on the drive, leaving you with data corruption. You know, it's interesting that the one drive was absolutely corrupted. I'd love to get a full refund and send them both back. It just doesn't look like that's going to happen. He has a link to a website explaining it in more detail. The website is from magazine.renderosity.com. Don't fall for the cheap SSD scam. And this is one of those reminders to never, ever, 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 ever purchase from a Facebook ad. So I've never had any luck. I've only done it a couple times, and it's just not worth it. You're just going to be disappointed. You're throwing away your money. So they go into the technical explanation of here's how they do it. The interior view of the fake SSD drive using flash drives to mimic storage. Oh, so you have to take a look at this. There's even a video. And while some people know the technology and the appropriate price range, the rest of us are left to wonder what it's all about. Or if you are a kid trying to stretch your birthday dollars. Now, that wasn't me. So why did I fall for this? You know, it's the same thing that I complain about when older clients fall for a scam where they call the phone number from the pop-up website and they give their credit card information. I feel like one of those people. I'm like, how did I fall for this? And it's amazing. I don't know what was my state of mind when I was reading that and when I was clicking on it. And, you know, you can't even read positive reviews. You can't trust reviews anymore because there's review farms that they hire to post reviews with positive reviews on things. So you can't even really read reviews. So the best thing to do is, that's why just every ad doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. You got to ignore it. You got to say, it's an ad. It's on Facebook. It's a scam. That's it. That's the bottom line. And you can only be disappointed. So, Scott, thank you for rubbing it in a little more. So, no, I really appreciate that. And I appreciate the link. So thank you. And it's going to be in the show notes. All right. So couple things that I found that I want to talk about. And this is a really cool how for free with no extra software, how you can find the Wi-Fi password for any network you've ever connected to. They go over the tools, how to do it, looking in system keychains on the Mac OS, and then for Windows, how to do it. But what I really like here is at the command line, and this really works. If you open up the command prompt as an admin, and then you type the command netsh wlan show profile, all separate words, hit enter, you're going to get a list of all of the network names. Now you type netsh wlan show profile and in quotes the name of the network and then a space and then key equals clear. You hit enter, you are going to get the password for that Wi-Fi SID that you once connected to. And this is easy to do right from a command prompt. If you ever need the password for a network that you've connected to, this is a great website that if you have a portable browser, which I recommend, like portable Firefox, and have that on a USB stick. And you should have key websites that you go to that you can just click on. And this should be one of them. So this way you can run this from a portable and go. This is from cnet.com, from their tech section. And I stumbled across this. I was actually looking for something else and found this. And I said, ooh, this is good for the show. Let me mention this. So wanted to share that. It's kind of cool, nice to have. And then here's the final website for tonight. myabandonware.com. This is very, very cool. You can search any game. Now, I am a Moon Patrol junkie, so I'm going to type Moon Patrol. And this is the results for all of the Moon Patrol. You have Atari 8-bit. And then this one, DOS, Atari 2600, Commodore 64, Apple II, VIC-20. And then you can keep going down, and there's other words with the word moon in it. Moon shuttle, moon. This brings back so many memories. You can check via platform. So here's like Atari ST I'm going to pick. Or no, here you go, Genesis. How about the Genesis? Now you can search any of the Genesis games for, this was for Moon Patrol. Take out Moon Patrol, search platform for all, let's go, all Genesis games. And Taz is like, ooh, remember Jungle King? Yes. You know what? Let's type Jungle King. Let's see. Jungle Hunt, Jungle Book, Jungle Warrior. Jungle Strike, Jungle Quest. I don't see Jungle King here. Jungle Gym. I'll tell you another one I loved was Dig Dug. Oh, boy. Where's Dig Dug? I know Dig Dug will be there. Yes. Dig Dug was great. That was, 1983. Love Dig Dug. I would always go very, very far. Joust, and you get the point. Very cool. myabandonware.com. And you're going to see, how about, I even seen some Coleco visit here, the Commodore 64 of Dig Dug. And then you can download it. You could play it via the browser, or you can download the game, play in your browser. Oh boy, let's see. How's this going to go? Are we going to play it? Start. Let's see how this works. Press any key. Do you want full color? Yes, I do. Do you have joysticks? No. Please hit the key you want to go up. Oh, up arrow. The key you want to go down. Down arrow. Left. Right. Okay. Hit the key you want to pump. Oh. Okay. 1 or 2 players. 1. Uh-oh. It's not doing it. Oh, there we go. Boy, that's annoying. Okay. Woo. That was rough. Sorry about that. I don't know what version I had there. The graphics didn't look too good. Man, just looking at those noises in the audio looked horrible. Anyway, you get the point. I wanted to demonstrate. You can play it in your browser, but I recommend downloading it. It's a little better. So I even... what did I do? I played a couple of the games, and it's kind of cool. I think a browser would lend itself better for one of the adventure games as opposed to something that's a little bit action and you got to move things. I actually have a USB joystick up in my Pennsylvania office because I have the, I forget what it's called, but it's that simulator for the ROMs. And I have all those 80 great classic games, baseball, Moon Patrol, Joust, Dig Dug, all those. I used to love all those games. So figured have a little fun, share that. That is it for tonight's show. I hope you enjoy it and hope you have a great week and great weekend coming up. Don't forget to support the sponsors. I'm going to have a new link for Fabs because Fabs Auto Backup, they changed the link for May. So I have to get that and I got to put that into the show notes now. So they changed all their links beginning the start of May for affiliates. So I will update that and put that when I post a show tonight. And that is it. Please support Instant House Call. Support Magnus Box, and then of course reach out to me if you need help with anything involving servers, you need help with security policies, any kind of compliance, cybersecurity policies. Glad to help you, and we can work it out, and I can help you remotely for all of that. So that would be cool. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe. Take care. See you next week. Same time, same channel. Bye-bye.